So guys, welcome. In today's video we're going to be filming with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. We're going to be recording some nice B-roll sequences that can go into your little short films that you're going to create. We're actually talking a little bit more about documentary over the art of making a short film, like a narrative-based short film, because documentary is quite easy to make, especially when you're in quarantine, in lockdown like we are right now, and I hope you're all staying safe and staying well as well. So we're actually going to be utilising some key areas that we can access whilst at home. So that is our house, maybe our living rooms, bathrooms, bedrooms, wherever, our garden if we have a garden, or driveway. And also we're going to be utilising our one daily exercise for the day, whether it's your dog walk, whether it's your daily run, whether it's your daily walk, whatever you choose to do on your daily exercise, we're going to be utilising that to make a short little film about it. So something that we're utilising right now is our local area, our natural habitat as such, to make our documentary film. So right now, as you can see, if you point down towards ground, we have a dog walk. So we're utilising our one daily exercise for this particular part of the filming. The first thing we're actually going to be talking about is your story. So your story really matters no matter what you're doing. So for example, right now I'm out walking a dog, and if you want to do like a vlog or something like that, maybe you want to do it a little bit about yourself and the dog, maybe you want to create like a cinematic documentary sequence of nature around you or something like that. If you want to do anything like that, then all you need to do is make sure you make a note of the different steps and the different stages in which you're going to film and record that particular part. And again, like I mentioned before, you know, with your booklet, something like that, make sure you write your shot list down and tick off accordingly. So we talked about the story, and now it's time to get your phone out and get filming. So therefore we go back to our camera stuff. You've learned all your basic camera techniques, and now it's actually time to video once again. So we've got our environment here. We're taking shots of our sun, maybe perhaps peeking through the trees here. It's lovely. If we start from right and move to left, it peeks through really nicely through to the lens here. I'm going to actually take that shot right now, bear with me 1 second. So if you take that shot, peek, pull slightly through, peek, and back again. What I'm going to do after the end of this shot is going to whoosh down to the ground. And something about that is called in-camera transition techniques. And that is where we actually swipe and move during the transition. So we want to safely navigate between each particular shot in the sequence. So therefore what we need to do is we need to start on one shot, swipe down. And then when we end that shot, hit stop. We want our next shot after that to start here and swipe into our shot. So that means that in the actual edit, when we do that, the shot will move from one frame straight to the next one. So that's in-camera techniques. But what about the actual moving up in technicality and making our shot more technical? What can we add to it to make more dynamics? The biggest and most important thing you need to do when making phones, especially with limited technology like a phone camera, is you need to make sure that your frame has more content. So basically, what I mean by that, we need to put more depth into the frame. What can you do to make that better? What can you do to make that more interesting? Well, for example, I've got one here. If, say for example, we go back to our tree sequence, if you come over this way, we had the sun peeking through the trees really nicely. I want to make that more technical. So if I start recording now, and I make sure that there's an object in front of the frame, so I do this, right close, look up to the sky, I can push out, and look at that, more depth of field, more stuff in the frame, something to pass through. It makes it more interesting, and it allows us to bring on to our final point of advanced camera techniques, and that's pulling of focus. So how do you pull focus on a phone? It doesn't make sense, right? So to let you know what pulling of focus is, that is basically when you focus on one part of a subject, you pull the focus back to a different part. So therefore, how do you do that? Well, I need two hands for this technically. You focus on one section here whilst you're recording. You tap the screen on where else you want to record next, and the camera will do the work for you. It will naturally pull the focus. So I'm focused on this section here, and then I want to pull focus out, and it pulls focus for me. And then, finally, the last thing is you want to make sure that not only you pull focus, but you're utilising the use of slow motion as well. So slow motion can be done very, very simply, and it's mostly done through edit. But there are features inside your phone which you can use to actually use slow motions. So you can cut straight to it. You can either use slow motion yourself right there and then and do slow motion, Or you can utilize the framework that you do, shoot your timeline perhaps in the edit at 25 FPS and shoot your normal video at 50 FPS, and you can manually do it. So that's really it for your technical and advanced camera techniques. You want to make sure you use pull focus, slow motion, utilizing your frame, and make sure you have loads of fun. Firstly, as well, you know, utilize your walking ability, utilize your dog walks, make sure you stick to the 2 meter distancing rule and don't get in the way of people, don't block up anything. But yes, that is it. I'm now going to show you the footage that we took whilst we were out and about walking the dog. Hey folks, so one final thing that you need to remember when going outside and filming, something that's really, really important, is make sure you follow the government guidelines, social distancing rules. So make sure you're staying 2 meters apart from everybody, and if you're in crowded spaces or something like that, just wait to one side, let people pass, and make sure you're on your own whenever you're making films on your phone. Don't block up any paths, any passageways, any roadsides. Don't block them, it's not worth it. Just carry on moving, make sure everywhere's clear, and make sure you enjoy yourself, of course, still at the same time, whilst staying safe. And if you don't need to go out, don't.